Welcome back. This is the Argentine Rugby Breakdown, and today we are going to talk about the last two games of round 12, Cobras versus Peñarol and Yacare versus Dogos.
Yes.
Let's start. The first game was Cobras versus Peñarol. Peñarol won the game. It was going to be that way. We didn't doubt it. It was harder than it should be. I don't know. Cobras made it a bit not difficult, but yeah.
A little bit more complicated.
Yeah, they kind of bothered.
yeah, a little bit more bothersome for Peñarol than that's true.
It was for me it was a very a boring game. I don't know. Peñarol did what they had to do. Cobras had a few changes. They rest a few key players that they usually start on the matches, but still maintain a level of game very similar that what we saw before. So I think that's good, having replaced people like key people and maintaining a level.
Yes. Yeah, I think that
it was a good loss for them. Like they played the first team, like the first in the ladder,
yes.
And it wasn't that bad.
A dignified loss.
That's it.
We can call it. Yeah, we can call it. But I think Peñarol did what they had to do. Yes, the Cobras was bothersome. They made it a little bit more complicated, but they just knew what they had to do. Maybe they were kind of managing their rhythm, the physicality of it, so to be better at the playoffs. And they're a smart team, and they know what they're doing. So it was really not a difficult game for them to win. It's kind of they win it when they decided to win it, something like that.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Cobras made some changes. Yes, they're giving more chances to players that not usually play, and that's good. And what they're doing is they are making less mistakes than before. They're still making tons of mistakes. They're still having some yellow cards and things like that. But they're making less mistakes than before, and they are able to kind of play a little bit more of what they want to play, with more intensity, with opening more of the ball to the wings and bring the backs more into play. And although they're doing that, they are way behind the other teams, but they're having a good intent, and so it was, although they lost, it was not a terrible loss for them, and they were able to score a couple of tries by the end. So yeah, it was a pretty decent performance by them, given the standards they have.
I was going to say that this is a development tournament. And in a development tournament, if you see progress, like in teams, I think we are in the right path.
Absolutely.
And I think Cobras is in that way. I think some teams it will take that path will take longer than others. Like Raptors, it will take longer. Cobras, it will take longer. And in others, it will be easier to see, for us to see the difference and the changes and to play the game that we love. The type of game that we like to see. In the other game,
yes.
What the F?
It was a complete surprise.
Yeah,
it was unexpected.
We are going to leave here the highlights of the game.
Of both games.
Yeah, we recommend to see Yacare versus Dogos. We thought Dogos will easily had this game like. It's on the sack. We're ready to go.
Maybe not easily, but that they were gonna win it without problem.
Yeah, that didn't happen at all. Yacare won fairly, and I will say a 5 try difference. Yacare made 8 tries.
Yes.
First time ever. And great tries.
Good tries, yes.
Not by mistake. No. Playing dominating in contact in all the fixed formations. Like they annihilated them in the scrum. The scrum was horrible for 65 minutes. 70 60s, yeah. What the you see the results here, but what we didn't expect that. I'm they played really good. I really like how they played. I like the spirit that they came out of the field with. They knew that was a final. They knew they had to win it, and try to make try to grab as much points as they could. And they did it. They have 5 points with this match because they have the offense bonus. They played great. I think it's everything you wanted. It's the day when everything went well for Yacare and everything went wrong for those. And everything, everything for 65 minutes went wrong for those.
I think it was the perfect, the kind of the perfect storm, we can say, because Dogos kind of went down the road that they've been having of kind of not showing up during the first half of the game, maybe first 20 minutes at some point, then it was the first half. But they've always been able to come back because the other teams were not able to punish them so strongly in the first half. But we've seen this before from Dogos, and they were able to come back because they had great defense, great players, and when they sink, they can score great tries. Well, it didn't happen today because that first half when they didn't show up, well, Yacare did, and they did brilliantly.
And they scored 4 tries in the first half.
Yes, they were able to pass the ball. They were able to win the contact. They were able to score great tries, and they kind of they scored almost every time they went into 22. So they dominated the first half of the field and possession, the scrum. They just walk all over the Dogos scrum, and the second half started the same way. Dogos ended the first half scoring a try, started the second half back there. Yacare scoring right at the beginning, and they didn't stop there. And just about 15 minutes before the end of the game, the changes in the Dogos sent in took effect, and they were able to score a couple of tries. It was like Dogos kind of wake up during that part with the changes, with the regular hooker, the regular number 9, the regular number 10. Kind of they were able to take back a little bit of control and find once again their groove, let's say, and they were able to score some tries, but it was completely late. But that time, Yacare was already kind of, we are kind of tired. We've already done, did everything we had to.
Yeah, so we have a final the next week, so.
Yeah, they might have relaxed, and it was hard. And let me say, yes, Yacare got the 5 points. This was their last home game of the season, and they did the perfect match. Yeah, they had to do. They've been trying to get this performance, to play this well, this way.
This well as well.
Yeah, of course. But they always find kind of the other teams being really strong, not giving them the chances. But the intent of this type of play was there. The difference was that today, the last day, during the game day, Dogos didn't oppose them, so they just played freely.
We always hear players talking about the perfect match, the one they visualized, they wanted, how things they want to develop. I think this was the perfect match that Yacare's imagined, but transformed into a reality because they dominate in every possible way, and showing the number 9, number 10. I think they were the best in the field. I think Cachaue and Inchauspe. It was the perfect match for Yacare. Perfect in every way. I think it's the best they can do at the moment, and they show it, and they were great. And those was just like he said, they were asleep. at some point, they were, I don't know, when Yacare scored the 6th try or the 7th try, I saw like Dogos players like grabbing their heads, like wake me up of this nightmare, like what the f is going on. And Dogos made changes for this game. Like they didn't start with their usual 15, but still, what happened?
Didn't show up. That's it.
Yeah. So we'll see what happened in next round.
Yes. Only 2 rounds to go.
Yes.
2 places are still open for the playoffs. 3 teams who want to get there, and any of the 3 teams can be left outside.
Yes. Anyone has the chances, so we will see what happens.
Yeah.
We will leave as usual our social media here, so if you wanna write us something or anything you want, we will answer. And we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Bye.